This morning my keynote presentation is on metabolic health, the foundation of longevity. The reason I decided to talk about this subject is because, as I'll show you and explain here, it is becoming quite a population and public health issue that we should all be aware of. And I'm certainly aware of it because I'm seeing it a lot in clinic. Okay, so I thought I would just do an icebreaker and share, I guess, a passion or a love of one of my favourite holiday destinations, and that is Bali. As you know, I've recently come back. It would have been my 9th trip, and just a few photographs of the last nearly 30 years of having the opportunity to go to Bali. And as you'll see on the left, I was actually married in Bali. We then took our first son, our oldest son, to Bali when he was 18 months old. And if any of you have ever been to Bali, you'll know exactly how family orientated the Balinese are. So, you know, quite often when our kids were young, the Balinese would take them, the women, and play with them. This is our youngest son in the middle. I've done cooking classes in Bali, and late last year I went with my mum, and the first time I had ever had a mud bath with elephants there. It is a tourism thing, but it was quite an experience. And this is my recent trip where on a holiday I love to do yoga, and Bali is a great place because you can do open air yoga. Okay, an overview of my presentation. So I'm going to talk about the definition and importance of metabolic health, key indicators of metabolic health and physical signs of metabolic dysfunction, insulin's role in metabolism and effect on biological processes when it's high. And I'm also going to demonstrate about metabolic dysfunction through a case study today. Okay, just some statistics there from the ABS Health Survey 2022. Only 4.2% of Australian adults met the RDI of fruit and vegetable intake. So what does that translate to? 1 in 20 people actually get their 2 and 5 a day. 2/3 were classified as overweight or obese. Diabetes affects 1.3 million Australians. Arthritis, 3.7 million Australians. And the number of Australians who had heart, stroke and vascular disease was 1.3 million, and it's higher in males compared to females. So it would seem apparent that taking responsibility for your health is vital for disease prevention. So metabolic health, what is metabolism? Well, it's essentially the production, synthesis and release of energy in the body. And energy, of course, is the primary currency of health. We certainly can't do much without energy, and it really contributes to quality of life. So it's efficient energy use for maintaining all bodily functions. We want to have good metabolic health for disease prevention, hormone balance, reduced inflammation, and of course mitochondrial function. So when we're talking about metabolism, these are the key indicators. So having a blood test, we look at fasting blood glucose, cholesterol levels, triglycerides, blood pressure, and also waist circumference. And these are the key hormones involved in balancing energy pathways in the body. I won't go through what each of them do, but essentially we're talking about synthesis of proteins, breakdown of proteins, fats, and utilisation of carbohydrates. We're talking about appetite regulation through leptin and ghrelin. Cortisol is a primary hormone of survival. And one of the key hormones that I really focus on when I talk to clients is insulin. So here, if we're having simple sugars, and here it's showing you chocolate, a donut, but this will also happen if you have sushi. So you get quite a spike in blood glucose, but you'll see the green line is insulin. And the role of insulin is to get glucose in the cells. When we've had a rapid rise in blood glucose after we've eaten something quite high in simple sugars, what you'll see is the pancreas has released insulin quickly, but it's released a lot of it, and it takes a while to come down. And that is a problem, because when insulin is high in the blood, we're not going to be using our stored fats or fatty acids as fuel. And quite often, if we're having blood glucose spikes and drops in the day, and we have high insulin, we're actually going to put on weight. We're not going to use fatty acids as fuel. So there's a lot of factors that affect blood glucose. Stress does, poor sleep does, having snacks and fairly processed snacks. If we're eating regularly, if we're not fasting between meals, if we're eating late at night, that's all going to impact our blood glucose levels and how our body utilises and uses fuel for energy. So this is my case study, a 54-year-old female who came to me. She had fibro, PTSD, non-alcoholic fatty liver and IBS. She was pre-diabetic, 113 kilos and a BMI of 36, and she was interested in undertaking the Metabolic Balance program. So what is the Metabolic Balance program? It's a German-based program. It's based on 20 years of nutritional science research. It's 12 weeks. Individuals can release between 8 and 12 kilos in that 12 weeks, and an individual gets an eating plan and a list of foods that are right for them. They have to get blood tests done, but they get foods that are right for their metabolism. There's no shakes, there's no processed foods, it's just whole foods. And as part of the program, they get 6 one-to-one coaching sessions with me. So she booked in for a 20-minute discovery call, decided to do it. We got blood tests done, and what we can see, she has high fasting blood glucose, 7.1, so she's pre-diabetic, raised liver enzymes, high triglycerides, high cholesterol. This was her individualised eating plan. You can see there she has breakfast selections, lunch and dinner. She also has a protein and carbohydrate list of foods that are right for her metabolism. After the 12 weeks, she has lost over 18 kilos, which I've stated there. She followed the foods. It's just whole foods. It isn't radical. It's just realistic, balanced meals with the right composition of protein, fats, and carbohydrates. At the end of the 12 weeks, she has got her blood glucose down. Her enzymes, her liver enzymes are down. She no longer has fatty liver. She's no longer pre-diabetic, so it shows in the bloods, and that's where the proof is. So she gave me a 5-star review. Very happy with the results, and these are my preferred referral partners: physiotherapists, counsellors, psychologists, PTs, chiropractors, massage therapists, and I've also added general practitioners because GPs need to know how good this program is. Thank you for listening.